Well, good morning, Josh Who TV followers, and happy Saturday. We're here with an older Reinell that's held up well over the years. It was just given a good cleaning and a new wrap, and the mechanicals were done up on it, and I has so far built him a new bimini top that covers the entire cockpit. His old one was probably 3-footer, and we put a 9-footer on it, and lots of shade. And now we're making him a full cover. We also made him a snap-on cover. That was yesterday's project, was to finish the snap-on cover and start this monstrous full boat cover. We still have some darts to take up on this side. You can see it's not quite as fitted as this side. I'll probably put in one more dart right here to pull that up. And that one actually might be a zipper. I don't know. It won't need to be. We're trying to avoid any zippers. Just the one at the nose gear. I'll put a zipper. Hell, I don't know. That doesn't look that bad at all. Normally what we do is you roll it up from the tail forward, and then so you got a ball of canvas in your hands with that pocket in the front, and you would just slide the pocket over the nose of the boat and start pulling. And that pulls it tight, and then you can unroll the cover, unroll, tossing the sides over, unroll, up over into the cockpit, unroll, and it just throw the sides over the edge. And there will be a row of grommets about every 14 inches along the bottom, so that he can tie it to the trailer. And that way, if we go every 14 inches, so if one rips out, he has another one nearby. It's not like he has to use every single one of them, but it sure is nice to have the options, since I have it right here with a grommet press. And we normally go every 12 or every 14. I think he said every 14 is fine for him. So that's where we are with today's cover. It's all stapled up with the Bostage P3 stapler. That's what's actually holding it together. Then we've gone back and we've trimmed away a rough 1/2 inch from the staples. And then I'm going to get my on-demand hot knife and do the burn and notch. Yeah, you can make a bunch of jokes. Go ahead. The pump's got a little bit of a vibration to it, so he put the rubber stopper in so it wouldn't get up against the rack. It just sent the vibration down. That's funny. Okay, enough goofing off with pumps. Here we are with the Reinell, and we have burned the top half of the cover. You can see that. So we have burned and notched the top half all the way around. That's probably a good shot. Let's see, I'll just go around with a hot knife and burn the edge nice and stout so it's not going to fray. And then every here and there, try not to do them every 6 inches or every 4 inches, because then it's easy to get them one ahead or one behind. So now we've got the stool and the hot knife, and we're going to do all the lower seams. Have to be burned proper and notched, and then we'll be ready to pull this sucker off the boat and get it on the table for some production. As typical with our style, there will be a zipper from right here all the way down to there. Non-separating. It'll just pull that piece together when he puts it on the boat. He also has a solar panel that'll go on the back of the boat to float charge the battery. So there will be a zipper there, there'll be a zipper there, and the zipper there. And I'll put a pull on both sides so that it'll close together. He can reach in there, and there's a cleat that he'll grab onto to secure his solar panel. And then we'll zip the two zippers together to try and keep the spiders out. So there it is. We'll pick it up on the table in production. Right, here we are. Yeah, you need sirens on your truck. All right, here we are at the bow. Go ahead and just pull all this apart because it doesn't, there's no pieces that will separate. It's a flat piece that all the darts have been cut out of, so as long as we line everything back up again. Runaway trash can, there it is. Now, oddly enough, I start up here in the front, but I'm not going to sew that together yet because it kind of makes the cover a little more difficult to handle, if that makes any sense. So I'll close the nose at the very end. But I open it up first just because it makes the cover easier to manage on the table. It more flattens it out, or allows you to flatten it out, because this is coming down underneath the landing gear is what this stitch is right here. And once you close this, you have to turn the nose inside out if you want access. Or if we're closing this, which is going down toward the grommet line, and this is already sewn to the other side, it's just weird how you have to deal with it. So we will close up all this in the nose at the end. So, first darts are going to be right here, coming up around the nose of the boat. Same thing, we just tear them apart and dig out the staples. Must be on this side. There they are. It's kind of risky when you got a staple facing the other way up. I put myself before, it is not pleasant experience. Now this dart is going to go all the way to the vent. I remember this one, because it was to keep this line straight down the boat, the semi-flat felt where the slab was joined. It's a very pronounced seam, and I like to keep it running in a line down the side of the boat. And I have found it makes a lot less darts overall. And that's what I need out of this cover, is to have it done quickly. Now this dart is going to go all the way to the vent. I remember this one, because it was to keep this line straight down the boat, the semi-flat felt where the slab was joined. It's a very pronounced seam, and I like to keep it running in a line down the side of the boat. And I have found it makes a lot less darts overall. And that's what I need out of this cover, is to have it done quickly. All right, this should be far enough. We're gonna go back and start sewing these together. And I think I'm gonna flip that one. Start down here at the dart, or at the bottom where the grommet line starts from the bow piece. We got them face to face. So this is the inside of the cover. Stretch that stitch out a little bit. About a 5.5, 6. Or sometimes you have to stretch one and not the other to get your notches to line up, because one is in relax and one is in tension. But you really need to get all these to line up. They can't start to pass each other. When you get to the end, nothing's going to fit. So it may look like it's lying to you, but it's not. It was, those notches were burnt when it was stapled together. Just turn the other way. So put them all back together, just how, like right now I'm leaving the bottom one just relaxed, and the top one I'm having to pull tight to get everything to line up. Alright, now we can start going after that big dart. Here we didn't quite dart it up enough, or it's just not, there was a wrinkle there to begin with, but again, I can't stretch that out and mismatch those that far. That's, by the time I get to the other end, it's going to be way off. So we'll just tuck it under. Again, with canvas work, it's not like doing seats and cushions. You don't have to be all crazy about little wrinkles, and it looks like it's actually gonna give it a lock-in stitch just because it appears to be on a corner. There we go. Looks like we got around that corner and our notches are lining up nicely. And here's our semi-flat felt. I will lock-in stitch over that just to keep that closed. Notch, there it is. Bottom really wants to be stretched now. got them. It's a lot of times I'm just going from notch to notch to keep things lined up so that my cover is going back on just like it was before. See here, I'm kind of going around a corner. So, oh, this must be the top of the window. This is the top of the windshield. I need a pucker there. I can see it was cut in. Can you see that was cut in? To go like that. So we'll get to there and stretching the bottom, relaxing the top. And I'll line up this notch and that notch and let this roll over. Like that. We're catching up to our staples already. That's good. Go around corners now, see how you lost it. Whoops. Maybe we can catch back up by the next one. Yep, we have caught up to our staples. So let's lock this off, turn it around and finish up to where the vent is. Check the battery too. Well, here's the next project coming in. This one will get a snap-on cover. And I don't see no snaps. That means I get to drill holes in a boat. Woo! Here is the Reinell. The Reinell. Ooh, boy, look at all that mess. Whew, what a mess. But here is the Reinell without a cover. There it is with the bimini laying flat. I like it when they lay flat on the boat like that. Goes under the cover. It's beautiful. Protects it good. Let's spin you back around. Here we go. Back to the table. Boy, it's just, look at all the material that's starting to pile up around here. And then there's more over here. Look at all the job numbers. What's that one? 20023. It's my 23rd boat of the year. Whew, they're stacking up. All right, here we are with the cover for the Reinell. And we have all the seams that were stapled, burned, and notched. We have them turned to the inside. So now we're looking at the outside of the cover. Here is the very light chalk mark. Is that coming out? That was what I laid on the trailer, on the top beam of the trailer with a chalk line. And you can't really push hard against the cover. You just kind of lay a faint line in. And then I connect those with my 2-inch ruler, and we'll do the double under hem. I'll cut it, all the excess away, and then we'll fold under and under again. And that'll give us a nice gap to tie down to the trailer and keep it nice and tight. But we'll probably get this one trimmed, and it's almost lunchtime, which is half a day on Saturday. We got lots of stuff at home to do. Moving into a new house. So we'll try and get this edited together, and then we might be absent for a while we get everything we own packed up and moved into a new place. But I want to thank everybody so much for following along.